Indian Americans are the ones affected. When it comes to immigration, I mean, they're frustrated. The first time I see majority of the black male voters voting for Trump. I mean, there people ran for the election, but majority of them are their constituency, their district. But this is a statewide election, so two unique things. One is I am the only Indian American running on a statewide ballot in this election cycle. I am the only Republican on any ballot in this state.
News, views, voices of the global Indian community. India abroad.
I think it's going to be close, but not too close where they could undecide. I think because of the silent voters, but it's not going to be sweep. Of course, yeah, of course. You know what? They didn't have a hope at all. Suddenly, when Biden dropped, they were looking for somebody. They don't care. They would have accepted anybody. See, the problem is she didn't even run in a primaries. She awarded, actually, the nomination was awarded. She didn't do anything. And then Democrats were so desperate for somebody who can take over. So, and suddenly they see the light when, when Biden dropped, we need somebody. I'm not sure that if you look at the ads, every ad is attack. I'm not saying one side and both sides also, but majority of the Kamala ads are, I see women rights, my body, my will, my body. There is no problem at all. They're making it a problem. I don't see any problems. I mean, in Michigan especially, there was a voting. People decided, abortion is illegal. So there's no issue at all. And then she's creating a fear that if Trump comes, he's going to ban everything. Trump came many times in the meetings. I said, I'm not going to touch it. I left it to the states. I don't know what, I don't see it. But definitely, they don't have any positives, and that's why they are creating these things. So, we have issues. People are fed up. I mean, I've been living in United States for 35 years. I never seen these prices. Everything becomes so expensive. So, it's a economy, border issue. I'll tell you, we have some of the communities, including tribe, we never used to see any burglaries. Lately, we saw so many burglaries. Affluent communities. And these are all the gangs from South America. That's what they say. Indian Americans are the ones affected. When it comes to immigration, I mean, they're frustrated. In fact, actually, I forgot to tell you, there is a $600. They initiated a new fee. I was talking to an immigration attorney. He said that $600 is for the asylum fee. What is that? Basically, they are punishing legal immigrants and giving it to illegal immigrants. Asylum fee. I don't understand why they have to charge an H-1B. Legal immigrant, everything follows rules here. They pay the taxes, they pay everything. They're charging $600 for every time they apply for any status change or H-1 renewal, anything. $600 is an additional fee. They just re-implement it right now. It's called asylum fee. Pretty much, it took almost 6 months now. It was under work, actually, I can say. They've been working on the Republican Party was working underneath. They started communicating to the leaders. So the Hamtramck mayor endorsed about 3 months ago. They endorsed me also. Same mayor, he endorsed me. And then same Bill Bazzi also, same thing. The first time I see majority of the black male voters voting for Trump. They're outrightly supporting Trump. First of all, they have one thing. They believe abortion is to reduce their population.
Muslims.
Muslims also, plus even the blacks.
Okay.
The blacks feel like, all this abortion and everything, they reduce the black population. Even the vaccines, they feel like, we're giving the vaccine and they're going to kill us, they reduce our population. So same thing, abortion too. And also, especially Michigan, last 4 years, they're suffering. Black people are the number one people also, because with illegal immigration, illegal immigrants coming here, they're taking over black people jobs actually, and that's what it hurts them. So I did there is a Trump rally on a auto workers for Trump. There's a separate group there. So I did the rally for 2 times with at the automotive plants. And I see when the people coming out and basically they're hanking out, they're showing support, majority of the union members. Recently, when Trump was in Novi here, in another suburb, there were about 100 people showed up, and they came and they showed support, and then they got onto the stage with the Trump.
African Americans.
No, union. UAW is a major union in this area. So same thing with African American leaders also. As I said again, the pastor is driving a lot actually. Muslims probably, I can say 20. We never used to get it. Republicans never. We never used to get it. It's 100% write-off to the Democrats. So that's the kind of situation they're moving out, and majority of them will be not voting Democrats. That's a win-win situation for Republicans too. They want Biden to stop selling the arms to Israel. Obviously, they demanded, and it didn't happen, and they're not supporting. When it comes to blacks, as I said again, their concern is they're losing jobs. All these illegal immigrants coming in, and they're not stopping. It's open border. I mean, probably America is the only country probably today without the border. Anybody can walk in, just walk in. And as Ashokji was explaining earlier, anybody from India, if they want to apply for a green card, probably 50 to 100 years it's taking. And whereas we are welcoming on the southern border, open borders, open arms, we are giving them a $2,000 probably gift card and putting them in a possibly 5-star hotels, and promising them within 6 months green card, 4 years citizenship, so next election they can vote, and probably that's the goal. It's a bad situation. We never seen that situation before. You know what? I'm a first generation immigrant, and I love this country. We came here, but we came as a legal way. We followed the rule, and Trump is always for legal immigration. He never opposed legal immigration. So other day, there is a some kind of a fear. I met Indian community, and somebody came. If Trump comes, he's going to send all the immigrants out. I said that's not. He was here last 4 years. He ruled 4 years. What did happen? Nothing happened. He's not going to do it. This is the oldest democracy, second largest democracy after India, and it's not a monopoly. It's not a dictatorship country. Nothing is going to happen. Okay, and then my message to everybody is don't fear. Don't create the fear. Actually, you guys are creating the fear. There's nothing is going to happen. So, and especially the Michigan, this election, the road to White House is going to lead from Michigan. Whoever wins Michigan, they are going to be the president of US. That too, see, as Ashokji said earlier, Indian Americans are not united. Otherwise, we could have decided who would be the president this election year. Because we have a sizable vote population in Michigan, we can simply decide, but we are not united. The community is not united. So one of the things I'm so happy, at least in my case, I never had an opposition. Wherever I go, I'm actually approaching mainly the Democratic people who vote Democratic, traditionally vote for Democratic Party, and also independents within our community. I'm not getting any opposition. Whether they are going to vote for me or not, that's a different issue, but they say they are going to vote. The reason they are going to vote is because whatever I'm going to do it, it's going to affect their kids and their grandkids. It's an education, and they are willing to work with me. So leaders like Ashok ji, they came out, and he's been helping me from the day one. Because it affects, everybody understands that this is what we need. We need somebody who can represent us, change the way things are going on. I mean, if you look at affirmative action, we are the our kids are the most disadvantaged kids. It's the same as the reservations back home. We have affirmative action here, and if we don't take it serious, our kids, everybody, our community is such a community where kid come back, applies for a college, and comes back and say, you know what, I didn't get it, but my friend who got a lesser scores or lesser grades than mine, but he got into the college. We say, you know what, this kid might not have done properly something. So we adjust ourselves and we move on. But nobody knew that there is a process. The process is called affirmative action, whereas the reservation is basically quota system. So they throw us under a quota called Asian quota. China, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, all these countries are under one quota. And that's a disadvantage. Because the reason it's disadvantage, our kids, our second generation kids, 100% go to college. Not a single kid you see who didn't go to college. Whereas other communities, no. Probably 30%, 40% kids. So for them, it's easy to get into the kid who is a little bit brighter, they can get into it. So that's a difference, and it's directly affecting our next generation.
How is the campaign going?
Campaign is doing pretty good. I'm confident that I'm going to win. But end of the day, you know what, I believe in God. But at the same time, I want to put 100% of my effort. And Monday night, I'm going to say, thank God, you gave me good health all these 14 months now. And I'm leaving it up to you. Dr. Anil Kumar is there. Anil Kumar's situation, correct me Ashok, I think it didn't go this far. I worked so hard. Community say they never seen anybody. And also the community brought so many, everybody together. And everybody says you need to win. Last night I was at the temple, Bab's temple. And so much support, everybody. I said, you know what, we didn't realize that admissions are like this. You have my support. You need to win. Tell me what I can do. Everybody's asking, what do you want us to do? I don't think so. This question, what pastor says is, you know what, we need to change at the school level. We cannot just bring it and, give him some kind of a downgrade their requirements and then make him. So he agrees with me that we have to work. There's no question about it. You know what, many African Americans, they need help. The help needs to start at the school level, not at the college level. And I'm willing to do that too. If I have to do anything, I'm willing to do that too. But at the same time, if you look at it, so Detroit is known for having jobs. Detroit is an automotive city. 25 years ago, if you ask somebody, you don't have a job, people used to talk about it, just go to Detroit, you will find something. Not anymore. Our kids not only competing with their neighbor, they are competing with a kid across the world, a kid in India, a kid in China. These kids have to compete, otherwise they'll lose everything. So, for example, Wayne State, they took away math requirement last year. And the reason they took away is because many students are failing. That's not the way to do it. So just because somebody failing, you want to take it out requirement, you want to give them extra help, making sure that they learn. And instead of doing that, they took away. One of the reasons probably they must have done is current board contains, out of 6 board members, probably 2 or 3 are supported by unions. So they get the phone call and they get the instructions on how to vote. So probably Dr. Anil Kumar and a couple of others and another Dr. Basvito. There are 3, 4, but majority of them get the instructions. I think. No, my campaign is affordability. Affordability, bringing the alumni back. So yes, college tuition. See, it's not like India. India is the colleges are pretty much free. If you go to government colleges, universities, government universities, we don't have that option. Whether you go to public university or private university, you pay more to go to private university, you pay less to go to public university, but either way you have to pay. And then the tuition is keep going up. Even this year also they raised 4.5% Wayne State. And that's basically, I'll tell you, in my situation, I always compare the way my situation was. When I was in college, obviously I came as a F1 student. I'm not eligible for anything. And I came from a farmer's family. My both parents are farmers. I'm the first person in my family to go to college. So when I came here, I did, you name I worked. If you look at the drive around, you see McDonald's, Burger King, everything I worked. Domino's, I delivered the pizzas too. Question is, it was very difficult to pay the tuition. And I ended up charging on the credit cards and paying 27% interest rate. That's what it is if you don't pay everything in 1 month. So that was my situation, and I went back, before I started my campaign, I went back to the campus. I talked to some of the students, and I asked them, what is the major problems you think you have? The number one was affordability. Number two was they are looking at the guidance when they graduate, and they're not getting it. So both of them, the solution is bring the alumni back. Alumni can bring wealth. Alumni can bring the knowledge, right? So they can do that. And they never tried. I've been alumnus for 30 years from Wayne State, and I never got a call. But I am voluntarily, I signed up to donate money every month to help the students. But that's not enough. That's not enough. So if I get on the board, I want to bring the alumnus back. And also on our community side, I spoke to Dr. Kumar. Dr. Kumar has 2 more years before he goes for another re-election. I believe 2 more years, right? He's done 6 years. So in 2 years, we want to establish a relationship with one of the Indian university. So if anybody wants to come from India, it makes it easy for them, or even some of the credits they can transfer. They can take it in India and transfer to. So that's one of the things we want to do it. So the major situation, I'll tell you, the unions not supporting Democrats is a mandate, electric car mandate. So Democrats really said, starting with the California, they said 2030 or 2040, everything has to be electric. Now these people realize that if it goes electric, not many jobs required. So we are going to lose the jobs. That's when union members started realizing that it's going to affect our jobs. And that's one of the reasons unions are not supporting Democrats. And then whereas Trump says, we need electric cars, but it should not be mandate. It's up to me if I want to drive electric car or gas car. So it's my option, my choice. And that's the difference between the Democrats and the Republicans. So I'll tell you one of the things also, I did door knocking with some other candidates. I see people attacking when you say you are a Trump supporter. You've been attacked. Either verbally, on a social media, or many ways. Yeah. So people say, you know what, I don't want that. I'm voting for Trump, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to keep your yard sign here, but I'm going to vote for Trump. So I believe there are a lot of silent voters. So irrespective of the voting, rating, I think there are a lot more people, silent voters, they'll be voting for Trump. So that makes big difference. I'm thinking that they are going to come out and vote. Now, I was told that traditionally the absentee ballot supports Democrats, but early voting supports Republicans. I can tell you in the party meetings, Republicans are pushing left and right, go vote early, don't wait on the election day. And maybe every day we see a lot of lines. Yesterday I was there holding my flag. I mean, Chenchu is always there also. He spends a lot of time. People were going back, right? Yesterday, big lines, people are going
More
back.
than 1 hour and
1 hour.
probably maybe 2 hours also is there for waiting time.
So I think a lot of people voting, early voting.